What's up, viewers? Patrick from Bob vs. Only back in a new video. In this episode number 5 of Safety Week on Bob vs. of the Day. And today's verse comes out of Proverbs 27:12, which says, "The prudent see danger and take refuge, but the simple keep going and pay the penalty." And that's what that verse means. And so this morning it's time for our Royal Rangers recap. And let's get right into it. And we're going to start in Luke 16. Somebody had a question about the parable of the shrewd manager. He was confused about it, and so we read it. Here's Luke 16, verses 1 through 13, and it says, Jesus told his disciples, "There was a rich man whose manager was accused of wasting his possessions. So he called him in and asked him, 'What is this I hear about you? Give an account of your management, because you cannot be manager any longer.' The manager said to himself, 'What shall I do now? My master is taking away my job. I'm not strong enough to dig, and I'm ashamed to beg. I know what I'll do, so that when I lose my job here, people will welcome me into their houses.' So he called in each one of his master's debtors. He asked the first, 'How much do you owe my master?' 900 gallons of olive oil, or about 3,000 liters. The manager told him, 'Take your bill, sit down quietly, and make it 450. Then he asked the second, 'And how much do you owe?' 1,000 bushels of wheat,' he replied, 'or about 30 tons. He told him, 'Take your bill and make it 800. The masters commended the dishonest manager because he had acted shrewdly, for the people of this world are more shrewd in dealing with their own kind than are the people of light. I tell you, use worldly wealth to gain friends for yourselves, so that when it is gone, you will be welcomed into eternal dwellings. Whoever can be trusted with very little can also be trusted with much, and whoever is dishonest with very little will also be dishonest with much. So if you have not been trustworthy in handling worldly wealth, who will trust you with true riches? And if you have not been trustworthy with someone else's property, who will give you property of your own? No one can serve two masters. Either you will hate the one and love the other, or you will be devoted to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve both God and money." So now we're going to go to Matthew 6, and you're going to start noticing a similarity to the parable of the shrewd manager. Matthew 6, starting at verse 19, and it says, "Do not store up for yourselves treasures on earth, where moths and vermin destroy and where thieves break in and steal. But store up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where moths and vermin do not destroy, and where thieves do not break in and steal. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. The eye is the lamp of the body. If your eyes are healthy, your whole body will be full of light. But if your eyes are unhealthy, your whole body will be full of darkness. If then the light within you is darkness, how great is that darkness?" Here's the similarity. "No one can serve two masters. Either you will hate the one and love the other, or you will be devoted to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve both God and money." And also verse 33 and 34. Here's what it says. "But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own." And that's all for the verse portion of that Bible study. So the parables are used to make a single point. In this time we're in, we need to be shrewd. Use money that will lead people to your side. And the verse to leave you with today And it is Matthew 6:34. Here it is again. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. And that's going to do for the video. Thanks for watching. And until next time, me again, viewers, in every way, God's way is always the best way.